Hello dear aspirant learners of cursive writing. This video is again presented to all of you because the previous one had a little bit of blurring. Hope you get this and have a happy learning. Thank you. Hello, good morning all of you. Now I am going to teach you some important letters in cursive writing. Let us consider the middle zone letters. We have 13 middle zone letters, and all these middle zone letters have to be written in the middle part of the book, which are indicated by the two blue lines. Dear children, when you practice any letter, it has to be practiced as strokes but not as a letter. When you combine all the strokes which you practice, then they form a beautiful letter. Today we learn all the middle zone letters. There are 30 middle zone letters in the English alphabet. The first one is A. So A is divided into 3 strokes. First, let us start this with the beginning stroke. The first one is like this. This is the beginning stroke. And the second stroke should be like this. And the third one is 1, 2, and this is the ending stroke. First one, second one, and the third one. A is divided into 3 parts. So this is the beginning stroke. It should come up to this part and it should come back up to this level and take a vowel shape, and after that it goes to the upper line of the middle zone and finally the ending stroke. So I write here at a stretch. The first one, slanty line, and then come up to half of the middle zone and take a turn and touch the upper line of the middle zone and give the ending stroke. This should touch the bottom line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I will also explain you some of the mistakes that we generally do. Okay, see the mistakes. The first mistake that we do in writing A is when you don't turn this, when you leave this up to this place, how it comes. See what happened? Here we have a cone shape. It looks like an egg. So this is the wrong that we generally do here. Don't do such kind of things. And next mistake that we generally do is some people write O like this. This is complete circle like. It should not be like that. Whatever we write in English, they should be in a slanty lines as we see here. See this? Slanty lines. So wrong, wrong, wrong. Dear students, when you learn A, the next letter C becomes very easy. Now we move on to the next letter, that is C. C is divided into 2 strokes. The first stroke is like this, and the second stroke must be like this. 1 and 2. Okay, this should deviate in this section, in the exact middle part of the middle zone. So I will show you by writing completely. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. It should be slanty. Please do remember, all of you, should be slanty. I will also show you some of the wrongs here. Generally some students write like this. So this is a wrong slanty. So the slanty is towards left. It's wrong. Some people write like a circular one. This is also a wrong one. Okay, don't do like that. Now we move on to the next letter. That is, the third one is E. The beginning stroke of E must be somewhat a slanty one, and the second one is a small loop and touching the bottom one. See here, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. And we do the common mistakes. Some people give a very big loop like this. Okay, some people write like this. Okay, some people make a round one. These are the common wrongs that we do. So children, don't do these kind of mistakes. Okay, now let us move on to the fourth one. The fourth one is I. It is very easy. The beginning stroke of I is like this. It is not as slanty as we have seen in the third letter E. The second one is like this, and then put small dot over that. 1 2 1 2 1 2. It is also in the slanty position. Okay, now we see some of the mistakes that we generally commit. Okay, some people write like this. This is a wrong practice. It is not slanty towards right, it is slanty towards left. And some people write like this. So when you write the second stroke, it must come and mingle up to the half of the part of the first stroke. Okay, next we move on to the fifth one. Okay, the fifth one is writing M. See the strokes. The first stroke, the second one, it should go up to the middle and touch the top one, again come to the bottom and again go and give this one. 1 2 3 and ending stroke. Okay, this is how it looks. I will write the complete letter at a time. 1 2 3. It should deviate in the middle part, this one also. Okay, 1 2 3 1 2 3. It should be like that. And some people also write like this. The starting can be written like this. 1 2. This is also one of the good practices. You can practice either this or this one. And we see the wrong letters, wrong way of strokes. Okay, now see the beginning stroke is like this, and the second stroke is also good, and third stroke they do like this. This is wrong. And some people do like this. The sharp endings are not good. Okay, these are the two wrongs that we generally commit. Okay, now we move on to the sixth letter. The sixth letter is N. Once you practice N becomes very easy. See the first stroke, this is the first one, as you have already seen in M, and the second one is like this. The important thing in writing this letter is this one and this one must deviate here. Okay, if it is somewhere here, it looks very odd. Let me write the complete letter. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, these are the two strokes. Let me show you some of the wrongs that we practice. The first stroke is okay. The second one they take to the upper line of the middle zone, so it looks odd. Okay, sometimes some people do like this. Sharp endings, they're also very wrong. So it should deviate here in the middle part of the middle zone, right? Now we move on to the next letter. I hope you are understanding very well. Now the next letter is O. O is very easy. Write the first stroke as we have seen in A, and the second one is touch here and give a small loop. Okay, we can also write this in 3 strokes. Let me write completely. 1 2 3. Touch this. Okay, 1 2 3. So we can also consider the loop as the third stroke. 1 2 3. Let me show you the wrong practice. Some people write here and they write like this. The wrong here is that the second stroke did not mingle up to this point. That is the wrong. And some people write like a circle. These practices are not good, so they look very odd. Okay, next we move on to the next letter. The 8th one is, we write R using 3 strokes. First one is this one, not so slanty, just like as we have seen in the letter I, and the second one is like this, and the third one is like this. Okay, 1 2 3. 1 2 3. The loop should be very small. Let me show you some of the wrong practices that we generally commit. First stroke is good, loop is good, Some students take like this. Here it is very broad, it is slanty, but this is reverse slanty. They should be in the same lines. 1 2 slantiness should be the same direction, not in the opposite directions. And some people give a very big loop like this. This also looks very odd. Don't do these kind of two mistakes. Okay, now we'll move on to the next letter, that is S. The beginning stroke must be like this. It should be somewhat a little bit more slanty, and give a small loop and turn like this. 1 2, and third one is the ending stroke. 1 2 3. Let me show you as a complete letter. 1 2 3. Even though it is very small, there is no problem. When it becomes a bigger one, it looks odd. 2 1 2 3. And we see the mistakes here. Some people write like this and they give a very big loop, and it looks like number 8. Okay, and some students do like this. They turn here. Don't turn here, you turn here and towards the bottom one like this. Okay, again I'll write here 1 here like this. This is wrong. Don't do these two wrongs. Okay, next we move on to the next letter, that is U. U is very simple. First one is give a stroke as we have already given I, and then the second one like this. The third one is the ending stroke to this. 1 2 3. Let me show you the complete picture. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Here the technique is the deviation should be after the middle part of the middle zone. Okay, now let me show you the common mistakes here. Some people write like this, 1 and 2. Okay, here slantiness is spoiled and they give like this. It is bent towards this one. This is wrong. And some people also give a wrong practice of this, like this has become a wide one. These two wrongs should not be done. It should be like this, 1 2 3. This is a correct one, correct practice of writing U. Dear children, now we see how the letter V should be written. Here it has two strokes. One is start in the middle of the middle zone and give a slanty line. 1 2, and the third one is like a curvy one. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3. Let me show you the single letter. 1, bend it and give an ending stroke. 1, bend it and touch the upper line of the middle zone and give the ending stroke. 1. This is how we write. And let me show you some of the mistakes that we generally do. Most of the students write V like this. Here the wrong is slant. There is no slantiness. Okay. The next mistake what we generally see is they give a round one like this. It appears like U. Okay, it is not U, but it appears like U. Next we move on to the next letter, that is W. As the name suggests, W, we have to write two U's. 1 2 3, and we give the ending stroke at the end. 1 2 3 4. Up to here we know it's in the letter U. Now let me write as a whole letter. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Here we have to understand that all are in slanty lines. Okay, let me show you some of the wrong practices. Some people write like this, and the second one is somewhat a bigger one. Okay, this is the gap here, and the gap what you see here is somewhat varying. They must have the same gap as it is already shown here. Okay, some people deliberately write like this. The cones, the sharp endings, as I have already told you in M also, this is not acceptable. They look odd. So don't do these kind of mistakes. And some people also practice like this. it has already been shown in letter U, and it should not be bent inside the letter. This is also a wrong practice. Do like this. Next we go on to the last letter X. Okay, the first stroke is like this. Okay, the next one is move the stroke up to the middle part of the middle zone. 1, 2. Next take it to the upper part of the middle zone and then give the ending stroke. 1, 2, 3. Let me write here the complete letter. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. They should connect here. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. And let me show you some of the wrong practices that we generally find. Some people write like this. So the loop, the bottom loop and the top loop are not in the same size. That is one wrong. And some people do like this. The letter goes up. The two loops are bigger than the previous. So it's a kind of wrong practice. Okay. So if you observe all these letters very carefully, and if you see the video once again, you can easily understand and you can practice by your own. Now let me write all the letters at once. Okay, the first one is A, the second one is C, the third one is E. Okay, next the fourth one is I, next one is M, next one is N, next one is O, next one is R, next one is S, more slanty than R, next one is U, next one is B, next one is, sorry, should come from the bottom, W, the last one is X. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So today we have learned all the 13 letters. Okay, once again you observe all the letters here very carefully. So if you practice all these letters by seeing this and individual strokes, you get your writing a better one. If you like the video, please share it and subscribe my channel. Thank you.